Hey everyone, I'm Fred Ranger and I hope you're doing good. Welcome to a new setup today because I wanted to share with you the gear that I'm bringing for our next trip. Vicky and I are going to Phoenix, to Sedona, and also I'm going to be continuing the trip to CES in Vegas. So this is going to be quite an extensive one because I want to explain why I'm bringing the gear that I'm bringing. First thing first, I decided to stick with Fujifilm for all the camera system. Here's the reason why. First of all, I so badly wanted to test out the Fujifilm X-T3. I had it on loan for a couple weeks. I did test it a bit, but I did not do an extensive testing. So I'm bringing definitely the X-T3. I haven't shot it a lot. I've shot a couple shots and also some video, but I'm planning on using it as my main camera out there. So this is the first item I'm bringing. Second item is the trusty Fujifilm X-H1, and this camera just got an update. It's the firmware 2.0, and if you haven't installed it, please do it. I did a video right here where I explained some of the top features that the firmware 2.0 is bringing to this camera, including a more stable sensor, because this is the only Fujifilm camera that has a stabilized sensor. So again, planning on using that a lot for video while I'm out in Phoenix, Sedona, and in Vegas. So I think that these two cameras will be more than enough, one to capture the videos that I'm planning on doing there, and one for photos. And I'm actually going to test the 4K 60p on the X-T3 also. That is definitely something I'm gonna try to do. In terms of lenses, what lenses did I bring and why? So first one, and it will not surprise you, it's always on my travel list, and this is the 16 to 55, because I truly believe that this is the best workaround or walk around lens. And you've got your 24 to 70 equivalent. This is a 2.8 lens, so you can get some bokeh in the background. Yes, I know it's on a crop sensor on the Fuji, but still I'm very impressed with that lens. So this will be my walk around lens. It is a bit heavy and it is a bit big when you compare it to the smaller kit lens that Vicky is going to actually be rocking on the X-T2. So Vicky's got my old X-T2, and I'm now rocking the X-T3 and the X-H1. Another lens that I will definitely bring, and because there's going to be a lot of landscapes opportunity, this is the 10 to 24 Fujinon. This is in f4, and I'm planning on using it to capture the magnificent Sedona landscapes. This is my ultra wide angle. When you're at 10, you're getting a lot in the frame, especially on these crop sensor. You need something very, very wide to be able to capture a wide landscape. So 2 lenses. The third lenses, this one is a lifesaver when you think about it. This is the 50 to 140, and I've seen some very interesting videos about people shooting landscape with that telephoto, that 50 to 140, that 70 to 200 equivalent, and I've actually never shot landscape with a telephoto, so I'm gonna push myself to use it. And also I'm gonna use it for portraits, I'm gonna use it for close-ups and so on. But again, after seeing so many videos of people using that very lens to shoot landscape, I'm planning on trying it also. So more to come from that perspective. Also, I will never leave the house anymore without that portrait lens, and this is the 56mm 1.2. This is the money maker. This is the bokeh-licious lens on the Fujifilm system. This is the lens. If you have one portrait lens you want to buy, this is the one. It's actually not that big if you put it in your bag, and not that heavy. Not the fastest lens, but again, looking forward to seeing what the X-T3 has to offer when it comes to speed. Apparently it's a little bit faster. We shall see that while traveling. I also wanted to bring some smaller lenses. So if I want to go out in the streets of Vegas or Phoenix and I want to do some street photography, well, the 23mm f2 will be a very, very good option. This is your equivalent, on a Fuji X100F. This is the equivalent of a 35mm. This is kind of the holy grail of street photography. So perfect lens, weather sealed. You put it on an X-T3 or even better on an X-H1 and it's now stabilized. So very, very handy to have that lens with you. The two last lenses that I brought are the 35mm, which is the 50 equivalent. So this is your nifty 50 here that's already on my X-T3. And you've got your 16mm 1.4. This must be my favorite lens for video, so that's why I'm bringing it on this trip. But you know what, I'm gonna try it for photos too. Who knows, maybe I'll discover a new angle or a new use for that lens. But mainly what I use it for now is video. I know it's very good in close distance, so I might be able to do some like wide angle, but with a very close thing in the foreground, especially in Sedona. So again, might become very, very handy. The other items that I'm bringing this Mi Photo tripod. Very important if you want to do, you know, some landscape photography. You have to have a very sturdy one. That one is a very small one. It's not the sturdiest, but I find that it's a good balance between weight, between size, and also sturdiness. I don't know if that's a word. I keep inventing words. In the last video, I think I said beneficiate when I should have said benefit. The benefit, yeah. So I'm French, so sometimes I just invent words, and please forgive me. The important thing is if you understand me. Overall, I think we're good. So that's the actual tripod that I'm bringing. And of course, Gorilla Pod, the Joby Gorilla Pod, which will be kind of my vlogging tool. If I do decide to vlog, I'll have it handy, or I'll actually use it for photography and put it on a tree or on a fence or whatever. So that thing comes in very handy all the time. I'm in Sedona. What am I gonna bring? I'm gonna bring the drone because I wanna be able to take some shots of this magnificent region, which is Sedona. Phoenix, I'm not sure that we're allowed to put the drone up. Vegas, I know we can't, or maybe I'll ask Ted Vieira on spots where I could actually fly the drone. But anyways, ultimately the drone will come with me, very small. This is not the 2, this is the Mavic Pro, and it still works very well for me, especially now that I've found these Polar Pro ND filters. So this actually allows me to be able to bring the highlights down and get the shadows in the frame and not you know, blown, and not have like blown highlights. So that I really highly recommend it. And you have 3 strength, and you put it right there on the little camera and it works magnificently. The last items that I'm bringing, so this will be my workhorse while on the road. So this is the MacBook Pro 2017 13-inch, powerful enough yet very small and actually very light. I really like this computer, and I'm also going to be editing on a Lassie rugged drive. This is a 1 terabyte drive, and you gotta have these. I really like when I'm, you know, able to do backups and also work directly off this drive for video. I find it's really faster. And lastly, a lot of SD cards. You need to protect your SD cards, and this is a little, you know, Pelican case to put them in. That's it, guys. This is all I'm bringing. The question that I'm asking myself right now is, since I have the X-T3 here, and I literally just got the Zion Weebill, which is the gimbal, is it gonna be cumbersome to bring it on this trip? Or am I gonna regret it if I don't bring it and I don't take some cinematic shots with it? I'm a bit torn. I know the X-H1 has the in-body stabilization. I'm torn. What would you do, guys? The bag that I'm bringing is actually a pretty big bag, but I don't want to put, you know, extra stuff just for the fun of it. I'm gonna be rocking the Peak Design, the new one, the travel line, the one that they just released. And I think this is the perfect trip to try it out. You know, it does the duffel bag thing here. I'm gonna do a full review. If you want to see a full review of this bag, give me a thumbs up on this video. It's gonna tell me that you want to see another one, and I'm gonna review the full. Right now I haven't tried it, so I've installed the camera cube in it, and I'm gonna put all this stuff in it plus some extra items. And yeah, if you want to see a review of that, just let me know. That's it, that's all guys. If you have any questions about any of the gear that I have on the table, please ask them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube tell other people that, you know, might be interested in learning more about the gear I'm bringing. And I've been Fred Ranger. Be happy, enjoy life, and enjoy your gear. Cheers.